Alright guys, this is my Whirlpool Cabrio Dryer. Heating elements out of it, so we're going to take it apart and put a new one in. Alright, first thing we gotta do is open up the door and crack the top open. So there are these two little hinge clips, one on each side, that need to be popped. So step one is to get it open. Alright, next there are two 5/16 bolts right here. Zip those out. There's one on the other side too. And then the front comes off. So lean it forward, disconnect your sensor. Get a screwdriver, hold on. Just get this past. So disconnect. And then the whole front just comes right off. Just lift up. And move it out of the way. Alright, next we're going to disconnect this. And then there are 4 more of your 5/16 bolts, and then this comes out. Alright, so I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I said I was going to help us.
And I forgot I have to do these 2 Phillips screws from the inside to get this out first. Okay, so this comes out from this side, and we'll clean all of this up. I'm going to try and flatten this out a little bit. So this should be free. Oh no, there's a couple more 5/16 down here. Haven't had this part in a long time. There's that. Careful. Now I can take the front off. Set that to the side. Then our drum comes out. Just gotta wiggle the belt around. There's the inside of the dryer. So as you can see, there is a lot of dirt and lint down in there. So we're gonna vacuum it all out. But down here, in that's where the heating element is. So we're gonna go ahead and strip that out here in a minute. Alright, so down here is just one 5/16 bolt. Just gotta get to it. That is the only thing holding this on. And we can dislodge it. Go ahead and disconnect everything. I would take a picture just to back out. Take a picture of your wire connections there, that way you know where everything goes, and we'll get those disconnected and pull it out. Alright, so I've got my picture. Got a little snap to it, slide it out. Everything had red on top, black, or the white stripe on the bottom. Lifts up and out. This little tab at the back holds it in. Alright. Now, I'm going to get you rearranged. Alright, so these two sensors come off. They're 1/4 inch bolts. Everything else on here should be a few more of your 5/16. Oh, no, they're 1/4 inch too. Comes off the front, and then you can lift it open. Let's see if we can see where this one's broken. That side looks okay. I don't see any breaks. I'll look it over and see if I can find where there it is. Right there. So it's snapped right there. You can see it separated. So yep, it's shot. So pulling the old one out, no big deal. They're relatively easy to get to. It's just a pain to put everything. It's more of a pain to put it back together. But yeah, this one's definitely shot. Like, that's completely snapped. So I did order a kit off Amazon. It's like 35 bucks. And it came with the new heating element and the new sensors. So we'll go ahead and just get this cleaned up and do a complete refurb on it. So I'll be back in a minute. Alright, this is what comes in the kit. You got your new heating element. One thing to note, you don't have to wear gloves when you put this in. Just make sure you don't touch any of the wire. You can touch the frame all you want, but if you touch the wire, when it gets hot, the oils from your skin that get on there will cause that point to fail faster. There's two sets of your thermostat and thermal cutoff, so if it gets too hot it's going to shut off the heating element. Set of fuses, and this is the part number 8544771 that I ordered off Amazon. So these are for two different styles of dryers. So we need looks like this piece. So basically you want to match up your old part, which says L146.1-44.4C, and that's exactly what that says. So and on this one it's got that little bracket, so you'll have to use a screwdriver in here to get this little clamp off, so you can take this plastic piece off and then install the new one. So we're going to go ahead and drop the heating element into the holder, and then we'll worry about the sensors. Alright, so this is the top of the holder. So we're just going to grab it by the sides, line up your, put that one in, kind of squeeze it, and get that down in there. So these will line up. Always make sure that we're wiping all of this out. Get rid of any lint, dust, and you can see all that debris in there. The cleaner this is, the longer this heating element will last. You can either wipe it down like this, or alternatively, something else I've done in the past is use an air compressor and blow it out. And this just sets right on top. And then there's 4 of your 1/4-inch bolts that go back in it. Going to hand tighten them for now. Just going to get them started. Sometimes it's kind of a pain to get this all to line up. You've got 3 of them started, and you can zip the other one down. Alright, so the heating element is back in there. Channels are nice and clean. Wipe off our bracket, holds it. Again, the less dust and dirt and debris that's in here, the better. And then this is the bracket that holds it down, so I need to flip it over. Hold on. Alright, I see what I did. I was trying to put it on this, and it doesn't. It goes on here. And then that last bolt gets zipped in here. And that's what gives it its leverage up off the bottom of the dryer. Alright, from there, you just have the sensors. Alright, so I'm going to put that new sensor on, but this one I have to use the old one because this plastic bracket isn't on it. The part numbers match, but if you flip it over, this has that little indent for this black piece, and there's no indent here on either side, so this black piece, this doesn't fit. So we're just going to reuse it. But at least we get a new temp sensor. At least I think that's the temp sensor and this is the thermal cutoff. It could be the other way. Also, if you're using power tools for this, make sure that you're really not just like going at it, because these are only sheet metal screws. They will strip. Alright, so that's the basic replacement. So this will sit in the dryer and get bolted down. And then from there, all that's left is clean up on aisle 6. So we're gonna wipe this all down. I'm gonna probably blow it out with the air compressor, get it all nice and clean, make sure that the duct is clear, no debris in the fan, and we'll start putting it back together. Alright, now that it's all blown out, cleaned up, our heating element, and I was right, this is the thermostat, this is the thermal shutoff. So you want this bracket here to go up. This sits down here, that little hole. You take your 5/16 bolt. Start it by hand. And tighten it up. Alright. So heating elements back in. Remember, black was on bottom, red was on top. This one in here. Black was on bottom, red was on top. Bottom, top. Alright. Now would be a perfect opportunity to check your rollers, make sure that they're good there, and on the front door. Alright, so putting it back together can be kind of a chore. One thing you want to do is take a look at the side of your drum. You'll see where the belt's been riding, so you'll need that side to go in first. And then make sure that your felt around it is intact. Mine has a little bit here where it's just not perfect, but it is on there. And that's simply because I've had this one apart like 4 times. So take our belt, just drape it around the tub. Does not have to be where it needs to go right now. It just needs to be around it and back far enough that it's not going to get hung up when you put it on those rollers. So from the top, rollers to where it sits flush, and make sure that your belt, you slide it down, give it some slack to where it's going to drop where it needs to seat. So once you have this front put back on, then you can actually get in there from behind. There's a little access panel you can get to, and you can tighten the belt from there. I don't know if I can actually get to it from here. Let me try. Okay, so I was able to get the belt on. So the belt comes around, it goes around that little plastic pulley. I don't know if you can see it back there. Let me see. Okay, so this plastic pulley, and then it goes around the shaft of the motor on the back. So it comes above this, like from the top of the tub, it goes under that, over the top of the pulley this way, and then over to the rest of the tub. So the belt is on. So switch back over to our 5/16 because that's what we'll need to mount the front. Down too, but always check your rollers, make sure that they're good, get any debris, hair, lint, anything out of there, because those will deteriorate the life of those rollers. So I'm going to wipe this out because there's all kinds of crap in here. Basically what you'll do is you will just underneath and kind of lift up until it lines up, and you can sink those rollers into this lip, or this lip into those rollers, line it up, and bolt it down. And then don't worry about the belt access on the back. I will show you guys that after I get this wiped down and put back. Alright, got it wiped down. Set that where I can reach it. So make sure that you're staying on the back. You're on there. And while you're holding this up, go ahead and bolt it in. Hand me my tool, please.
Yes, Dad.
Thank you. I have my helper out here with me. Again, these are your 5/16 bolts. So just kind of line it up. Get it started on both sides so it doesn't fall. Didn't mean to tap that one all the way in, but it'll work.
Yow. That's yow.
Make sure that it turns and your belt's still tight.
I want to spin it. I want to spin it.
Alright, you spin it. Alright, good job.
I didn't get it as far as I wanted it to go.
That's okay, baby.
But I wanted to push really hard at it. It went around and around and around 3 times.
Yeah, well, it doesn't always do that.
Oh well.
So this goes here.
Wait, where's the egg that makes that egg turn on?
You just have to wait, baby. I'm not there yet.
Okay, but I can't wait until...
Do you have to photobomb like all of my videos?
Here you go.
Hold on. Not ready. See?
Dad, are you hot?
It is hot out here.
Are you sweating?
Yeah. What happens when you work, baby?
Alright, because I just got warm with up right here. On my
Are
arm.
you sure you're not sweating?
I'm not
Up
sweating.
there.
I'm not sweating. You just slipped on me, that's all.
Oh, I dripped on you?
Yeah.
I don't think that's how it works, baby.
The last time I saw you sweating, you were dripping from your nose.
Oh, that sounds gross.
It's just warm water. It's just warm water that you can't drink. That's all. That's all it is, and you can't drink it. There, have some again.
I don't need the light. Can you back out of the way, camera? So these are those two Phillips screws that I told you about earlier. Kind of a pain to line up. Actually, my hand pretty easy this time.
So I just want to see the shadow of my dragon. I can see the shadows of parts of my dragon. And now I'm doing that. Okay.
So this is where your lint trap goes.
In the shadow it looks...
Okay. And I'm going to plug this back in. It is keyed. It will only fit one way.
Which way?
It's the only way it goes.
Does it go this way?
Alright, and then we just got to put the door back on. Alright, so now we're going to put the door on. It's got that lip at the bottom. So, kind of make sure that it's up there. Hey, hold this. Just hold it shut.
Okay.
Our last two 5/16. That one started. Go ahead. This one's also keyed. Get it put back together. Alright, you can let go. This
Can I
side.
stop holding it now?
You can stop holding it.
Thanks. Thanks. Because I want to be able to cover my ears pull it, because that's easier when I don't cover my ears.
Alright, let's torque them down. Oof. Okay, so this is connected. Torque down, can't go anywhere. And open the door.
Open.
And then we just have those two little keys.
Do those? There's the button. Dad, I found the button. I found the button. Huh? The button isn't making it work.
Okay, so
The light isn't turning on.
these go in. Let me move, I gotta show them. Alright, so these set like this. So this goes in the front, and then you just kind of squeeze it, and so it sits like that. When you put your screwdriver in here, you're actually popping this. So now it's door open. This thing you pop back around. And it's put back together. I will turn it and show you the back where you can access the belt. But then we're ready to plug it back in. Alright, so if you can't get lucky like I did and able to actually connect the belt, there are 6, 7, 8, yeah, I think 8 1/4" bolts. This comes off, and then you can get to the motor from there. So I'll go ahead and take it off and show you. But I'll show you where the belt is.
Whoa.
So give me a second, I'll get a light down here. Okay.
It will shock you.
So there's the belt. So it comes off the bottom around here. This is a tensioner, so you can tighten, loosen, see? And then it goes around the belt. You need to make sure that the colored side's out. You want your grippy side against the tub. And then we'll go ahead and probably vacuum all of this out, blow it all off, and put the cover back on. Alright, now that everything's clean, just like the front, this has a little lip on the bottom. Just line up the lid. Start a couple of these. One.
Yes, Dad?
No, I said 3.
Oh.
This is 4.
Which one is free? Which one is free?
Alright, from here we should be able to move in.
Oh, yeah.
Alright,
hot out here.
now all we gotta do is bring it back in the house and plug it on, or plug it in, and test it. Alright, dryer's back where it belongs. Just gonna run it for a few minutes and see if it heats up. Oh yeah, nice and toasty. And that was less than a minute. Not making any unnecessary noise, and it's spinning just fine. Nice heat. We are good to go.